I want to show you a few things about the start screen. The obvious are tiles. Those are the little blocks that you see here of assorted colors kind of dancing around a little bit. I want to show you how to use those and manipulate those to get Windows 8 looking like you, or rather, looking like you want Windows 8 to look. I would hope nobody actually looks like this. So the first thing I want to show you is moving them around. You simply drag them around, and you can see right here, conveniently, everything else pretty much moves out of your way. The second thing, and that is, what if you don't want it to be so large? What if you want a smaller icon because messaging just isn't that important to you, or one of these aren't that important to you? It's pretty simple. Just select it right down there, smaller. The calendar, can do the same thing with the calendar. And you can see everything else kind of jumps into place as you move it or as you change the size and position of something. The next thing to show you, if something is live, it's called the live, and you can see, let's say this one right here, that should change around as it goes along. We can select it and then turn live tile off. And if we do that, you can see right here, it just goes to the regular static, if you will, tile that doesn't move around and shape around. The idea is that you can look at this screen and then get kind of updates to keep track of everything that you have on here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch these back and go to larger and go to larger and kind of go back to the place that we were before. Next thing I want to show you, grouping. You can put these pretty much anywhere you want. You can select different types of groups. And in order to do that, you need to make things smaller. Either pinch it or click on that little button down here, which makes it smaller. And then you can see, then you have these different groups that you can move around. Those form groups. And you can come into a group, let's say this one, and you can name it. And I'll name this me. Oh, lack of a better name. And then we name it, and you can see me right after that. So when we come back in here, you can see that this group has formed me. Now, how do you make a group to begin with? Let's say we want a new group, and we want it to just mainly focus on searching. What we can do is grab this tile right here, which is the Bing tile, and then move it. And then what you're going to see as we move this, that little bar right there, that little bar that you saw. Let's focus in a little bit more on that. That little guy right there, little faded look. So we move this over, and that creates a new group, a group of tiles, a tile group, if you will. We can go to miniature view, and then you can see this is indeed a separate group. We can name it, and then we can call it search for searching. And then we can put a lot of different tiles inside of here for the different search menus and things that we have. We can come back and change it. Now, what if we want to unpin quite a few things at the same time? Well, we multi-select, and you do that by simply right-clicking and selecting ones. And then you come down here and unpin from start. We don't want to do that. We'll clear the selection. And that is how you can see here the search, the me group, and then these other groups that we have down here. So that is how you get the tiles to perform the way you want them to perform in Windows 8.